Okay, corporate membership also included under 13(1)(b), and then you also have leave passage. Okay, leave passage you have local, and also you have leave passage for overseas. So for local, you has exempted for 3 passages, and then overseas you have only one overseas leave passage, which is in excess of 3,000. Okay, so we already look at the terms and conditions for the exemption of 3,000. And then on top of that, you also have medical and dental treatment exemption, and also childcare if you have any from given by your employer also being exempted under 13(1)(b). So for exam purpose, you have to write okay all these item and put on that particular notes on exemption, so that I know that you know all these items are exempted. Okay, and then just to recap on 13(1)(a) and 13(1)(b), so under public ruling 2/2 2013, this one, okay, so this one is actually specify some of the item which might be assessed under 13(1)(a), which sometimes also might be assessed under 13(1)(b). So you might want to have a look at this particular table in your textbook, and you further read okay what are the items or when it will be taxed under 13(1)(b) and when it will be taxed under 13(1)(a), because sometimes, like for instance, if you see here item number C, electricity, water and telephone bills, okay, if let's say the bills is under the name of employee, therefore if employer give you money to pay for that bills, it will be taxed under 13(1)(a) because you receive money. Okay, but if let's say the bill is under employer's name and the employer give you money to pay, therefore it will be taxed under 13(1)(b), because in that sense you enjoy actually benefits given by the employer to you as an employee. The same thing like gardener and driver. Okay, if it is employed by the employer, then it will be taxed under 13(1)(b), but if it is employed by you and employer reimburse back the amount of the salary to you, to the employee, therefore the amount of money that you receive from employer will be taxed under 13(1)(a). So that's why sometimes it can be tricky in certain item. So that's why it's best that you look at this particular table or public ruling 2/2013 in order for you to further understand how to distinguish for certain item either should be under 13(1)(a) or 13(1)(b). Okay, 13(1)(c) is actually cover accommodation. So we have gone through this. What you have to take note is that so accommodation is basically based on unfurnished portion. So you have to get what is the unfurnished portion in order to calculate your defined value. Okay, and then if you have a look at the example on the slides there, you have A, B, C, which is accommodation might be provided for the whole year, accommodation might be provided for a certain number of months, and sometimes the accommodation might be shared with other employee or for other usage of the company. So you have a apportionment. You need to apportionment if there is any time apportionment happen or any sharing basis happen. Okay, so the example are given here, which you can also refer in your textbook. Okay, so that is with regard to accommodation. And then you also have under accommodation hotel. So in hotel, what you need to do is that just take the 3% of 13(1)(a). And of course, you refer to the number of months that given to you for that benefits. Okay, 13(1)(d) is actually cover employer's contribution to unapproved fund. So based on this example, you can see that you only will be taxed under amount contributed by employer and also any interest earned from that particular employer's fund. Okay, so you can refer to this example in your textbook, okay, for you to look at further how. So you can see there the amount is accessible under 13(1)(d). It's only 54,000, which actually come from 40,000 here and 14,000 here. Okay, so the total of 54,000. And then finally 13(1)(e). 13(1)(e) is compensation for the loss of employment. Okay, compensation for the loss of employment. If let's say you are being terminated or you resign, okay, so most of the time you've been terminated because of the downturn, like for instance, like in the case of COVID-19, a lot of people being retrenched. So you receive compensation for the loss of employment. So you get exemption. You will get full exemption if you being compensated for the ill health reason, but you will get partial exemption, which is 10,000 for each completed year of service. Okay, so you take note that the highlighted one, how do you compute your completed years is actually starting from the day that you start join the work, okay, start working, and until the end of your last day in the office. Okay, so in that case, so you get your number of completed years. So this is very crucial because you want to compute number of completed years against 10,000. Okay, the exemption that given for each completed years. So in this case, she received 118,000 and she get exemption 110,000. So the total tax amount on the compensation is only 8,000. So all this computation must be shown in your tax computation. Okay, so that we know that you know how to compute, because if let's say your answers is wrong, but if you look at the working, therefore you might possible to get marks, okay, or take for that particular working. All right. Okay, so that's all for the recap on 31A until 31E. The next class, I will show to you the example of computation until adjusted employment income. Thank you.